So,
Hey, do you remember the time? Were you there when I think you were there in WWE when is either DOA, one of the Harris boys, were fighting the Nation Domination, and one of them went through Cornette's back windshield of his car?
yeah, I wasn't there, but I heard about
Oh
it. He
my
was
goodness! I was in Gorilla when Cornette.
City. I was there.
huh?
It was Atlantic City.
Oh, okay.
That's right, because
Yeah.
Jimmy Cornette had driven down from Stanford, and they had the backstage scene. And my understanding was they did not mean to go through his windshield of his car.
What?
Oh, did they, Jerry? I didn't know. I thought they didn't.
Listen. You know what? And again, this is just rumor and innuendo, and I don't know for a fact. But what I do know for a fact is some of those office fellas, and I'm not talking about anybody from Oklahoma, but I could be. Some of those office fellas like to play, and I remember when they did it to Howard Finkel's car without telling Howard, and banged it all up and all that other stuff. And I think they were looking for the same reaction from Jim Cornette.
So, Jerry, was it on purpose?
Gorilla standing next to Jim Cornette when this happened, by the way.
And did you get a ringside?
Your brother Bruce was the manning Gorilla, and I was an agent at the time. And Cornette was getting ready to go on the air.
Right.
We had this backstage scene, and I forgot the participants, but anyway, they were going, and I'd been out during the rehearsal, and then somebody, Brisco, which car is Cornette? So I said, I don't know. Well, so I went and I found out which car.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things we could clear up on this show.
Oh,
right
that's
here.
great.
Cornette is standing right here next to me.
Hey, Jerry, wait a second. You got to understand. Tom, I think you know the story. This was taped earlier in the afternoon. Yeah. So they know that Cornette's car has been broken. One of the guys I think the Harris boys threw his back windshield and busted the car open, but they haven't told Cornette. So they go up to Gorilla, and this is the first time Cornette seen it, so they kept it secret. Now, we all knew about it, but Cornette didn't know about it. So go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah. So we're standing at a Gorilla, Cornette's standing right next to me. We're watching this thing, Corny. I mean, it's damn good, and Corny getting all into it and everything. All of a sudden, he sees his car in the distance, about 2 rows back, and he elbows me and he said, "No." And by the time he elbowed me and said, "No," there goes one of the Harris boys through that back window, and he throws his, and the blue word came out of his mouth. And he was scheduled to go on the next segment. He just threw all this stuff down, went out to the damn parking lot, started up his car, and just left.
Well, Jerry, he beat it up first, didn't he? He beat up his car. He beat up his own car with the bat.
Oh yeah,
Because he got so mad.
He took care of the rest of the wedges, all except for the front windshield. But I think even on the driver's side, there was a big spider's web on the windshield on the driver.
Yeah, Tom. Now we're sitting there. Me and Barry Windham had heard it happen. Because we're all in the dressing room. They told us about it. So we sneak up to watch Cornette's reaction at Gorilla, and he is so freaking mad. They want to mess with me. They want to mess with me. He gets to his car, pulls out a bat, and beats out his own windows. He goes, "Vince McMahon can buy my whole car."
Yes. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest, But that was still the wrestling business a little bit back then. They still did stuff like that.
So when they brought the report back, Cornette, somebody had gone out to the garage and saw Cornette leave. He left. He left the show. He didn't come back. They come back to Vince for
the next segment. He just left. We had to change the next. And of course, Bruce running Gorilla. He's okay. What do you guys? Like he didn't know what was going on.
Oh, come on. He didn't. He was He was as innocent as an orphan child on Christmas Eve.
That was his segment. That was his pre-tape, but that was his pre-tape.
Yeah.
So Vince asked the guys coming back from the parking lot, said, "So what happened?" They said, "Vince, we think you just bought a car."